Take a look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? Probably a tired face, a couple of new wrinkles, or a pimple that decided to ruin your date. But actually, you are looking at the most complex, durable, and honestly underrated wrapper in the universe. Your skin. It is your spacesuit, your armor, your billboard. But what if we click the Opacity 0% button in Photoshop? What if tomorrow all of humanity wakes up completely transparent? Forget about racism, it will disappear in a second. Forget about secrets, they are no more. But before you start rejoicing at the utopia of honesty, let me spoil your mood. This will be the most disgusting, painful, and short period in human history. Welcome to a world where inner beauty is not a compliment, but a diagnosis. To understand the scale of the catastrophe, let's figure out why we are not transparent in the first place. After all, we consist of water, and water is transparent. Cells are essentially bags of jelly. So why do we look like opaque bags of meat and not like jellyfish? It's all about light scattering. Your skin, muscles, and bones have different refractive indices. Photons of light enter your body and start playing pinball, bouncing off cell membranes, collagen fibers, and fat droplets until they fly back out to the observer's eye. To become transparent, we need to pull off a trick worthy of a glass frog or a deep-sea squid. We would have to perfectly order our cells and remove pigments. The main enemy of transparency is melanin. This guy is responsible for the color of your skin, hair, and eyes. He is our built-in sunscreen. If we make the skin transparent, melanin must go. And with it goes your only protection against the giant thermonuclear reactor hanging in the sky. But let's assume the magic worked. You wake up, walk to the mirror, and... I always thought the phrase, "I see right through you," was romantic. Now I realize it's a threat. Imagine a first date in a world of transparent people. You don't just see that your partner is nervous, you see their adrenal glands injecting adrenaline. You see their stomach digesting pasta carbonara. If they lie to you, you don't look at their facial expressions, you look at how their heart starts beating faster right inside their ribcage. Romance is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Long live anatomy. Let's talk about the visual component. You probably imagine something ethereal, beautiful, glowing. Forget it. Without skin hiding the details, you are a walking anatomical atlas, and not the beautiful one drawn by an artist, but a real, wet, and pulsating one. The first thing that catches the eye is the muscles, a red, fibrous mass that contracts with your every movement. When you smile, people don't see dimples on your cheeks, they see zygomatic muscles pulling your skull, exposing teeth, the roots of which are now also visible through transparent gums. By the way, eyes. Without opaque eyelids, you can never fully close your eyes. Eyelids will be transparent curtains. You'll have to sleep in a mask, otherwise your brain will constantly process visual signals. But the real horror begins during lunch. Digestion is a process better left behind closed doors, but now it is a public show. You will see food falling into the acid bath of the stomach, how it turns into gruel, chyme if you want to be scientifically accurate, or vomit if honest, and then the intestines. Peristalsis, the slow, snake-like movement of meters of guts pushing brown mass towards the exit. Public transport will become unbearable, not because of the smell, but because you will be literally surrounded by shit that is slowly moving inside the passengers around you. The fashion industry will collapse in one day. It will be replaced by the industry of concealment. Clothes will become not a way of self-expression, but a way not to trigger a gag reflex in neighbors. Beauty standards will change radically. Nobody cares about your abs if you have a fatty liver. "Hey baby, your arteries are so clean, are you taking statins?" That's the new pickup line of the 21st century. But ugliness is the least of your problems. Let's go back to physics. Skin is opaque for a reason. It protects your insides from ultraviolet light, UV. UV radiation consists of high-energy photons that love to tear apart DNA chains. Usually, melanin takes the hit, like a bodyguard covering the president, but now he is gone. The skin lets light straight to your internal organs which have never seen the sun. Your blood flows through veins very close to the surface. Under the influence of direct UV radiation, red blood cells will start to break down. Folic acid in your blood will disintegrate in minutes. But worst of all, cancer. Usually, we worry about skin cancer. In our new transparent world, you can get a sunburn of the liver, or the spleen, or the intestines. Oncology levels will skyrocket vertically. Going outside without a protective suit on a sunny day will become equivalent to a walk inside a working microwave. Humanity will instantly become a nocturnal species or go live in dungeons. We will become pale underground moles afraid of the light. Hello, Morlocks! On the other hand, think about the savings on medicine. MRI, CT, X-ray? Psh, last century. A doctor will simply look at you and say, "Wow, dude, you have a tumor the size of a golf ball right on your pancreas. And by the way, stop eating so many Cheetos. I see them stuck in your colon." Surgery will become like assembling Lego. Everything is visible, no surprises. Insurance companies will be delighted. You can never lie again that you don't smoke if your lungs look like 2 bags of coal in plain sight. Social interactions will change forever. Lying requires opacity. In a world of transparent skin, a poker face is physically impossible. When you lie, your heartbeat speeds up, capillaries expand or contract, temperature changes. Now it is hidden under the skin. In a transparent world, anyone will see you blushing, not just with your face, but with your thyroid gland. Crime? Try stealing something when adrenaline makes your kidneys glow with activity. Politics? Debates will turn into a medical examination. Look how the candidate's vessels constricted when he was asked about taxes. He's lying. But the most interesting thing is a new form of discrimination. Racism based on skin color will disappear because there is no color anymore, but human nature hates a vacuum. We will find new reasons to hate each other. Visceral elitism will appear. People with clean lungs, a healthy liver without fat deposits, and symmetrical kidneys will become the new elite. The rich will pay millions for whitening operations of the liver or straightening the intestines. Ew, did you see his spleen? It's kind of enlarged. He's probably from a poor neighborhood. Tattoos? Oh, they will become hardcore. Now ink needs to be injected directly into organs or bones. Gold plating on ribs? Diamond encrusting of the skull? Rappers will be delighted.
And now let's talk about the weirdest part. Pregnancy. In our world, a pregnant woman's belly is a sweet mystery. In a transparent world, it is an aquarium. You'll see the fetus at all stages of development, from the first days of cell division to the moment a fully formed child kicks the mother's bladder. This may seem like a miracle of life to some, but to others, it will look like the movie Alien. And imagine injuries. Now, if you hit your knee, you have a bruise. In a transparent world, you see torn capillaries, leaking blood, clotting into black clots right before your eyes. The sight of your own internal breakdown can cause such psychological shock that people will faint simply from the sight of a paper cut. And infections? Pus is white blood cells fighting bacteria. Usually this is hidden. Now you will see pockets of yellow-green war raging inside your body with every cold. You will see mucus in your nasal sinuses. The world will become a place where it is impossible to unsee anything. There's a theory that shame is an evolutionary mechanism. We hide our vulnerable spots. If we remove skin, we become 100% vulnerable. Perhaps in a couple of generations, psychological trauma will be replaced by complete indifference. We will stop being shy about our bodies because there is nothing left to hide. Or we will all go crazy and dress everyone in potato sacks. I bet on sacks. So, what do we have? If human skin became transparent, 1, we would look like walking anatomy guides from horror movies. 2, the sun would become our mortal enemy, driving us into the shadows. 3, social norms would collapse, destroying the concept of privacy and mystery. 4, medicine would leap forward, but the price of this is the daily contemplation of your lunch being digested inside. Evolution gave us opaque skin for a reason. It is not just protection against radiation and bacteria, it is protection from ourselves, from the truth that is too ugly to look at every day. We like to think that we are our thoughts, feelings, and dreams, but transparent skin would remind us that primarily we are wet, squelching, complex biological machines consisting of meat and tubes.
So when next time you see a pimple or wrinkle in the mirror, smile. Say thank you to your skin. It is doing you a huge favor, hiding the chaos that is happening inside. And please, use sunscreen. You are not a glass frog, and thank God. Thank you for watching. And which part of your body would you like to make invisible? Write in the comments, but please, no vulgarity. We are on YouTube after all.